Part two of today's Local 6 Legal Line with attorney Mark Bryant of the Bryant Law Center in Paducah. And Mark, we were talking about Zantac as we went to break, closing out the last segment, talking about, and just to quickly recap the thing that the government recently said about Zantac.
Okay. Zantac has been recalled by the federal government, by the FDA. And so when they did that, they went along, they agreed with Walmart, Walgreens, and CVS that product is something that had to be taken off the shelves. And it all started with Stanford University out in California coming up with a report saying that Zantac causes various types of cancer. And so anybody that's ever taken Zantac that has had cancer within a period of time after taking Zantac, you have to take Zantac for a year, but if you got cancer after that, depending on what kind it is, you need to pick up the phone and call me, because we've got hundreds of these cases around the United States now, and we're working them hard and want to help you, and it won't cost you a dime.
Now, I understand this recent decree by the government was probably helped along by a finding from the the Food and Drug Administration. What exactly did they find to prompt this?
Well, what they found was that there is a chemical inside Zantac and ranitidine, and the chemical, when it gets in the heat, like when it's being transported in a semi, it gets so hot that it turns it into cancer causing. It's called NDNA, and it's a particular type of chemical that's inside Zantac, and when it gets hot, that's when it changes the whole chemical array inside Zantac, and if you take it and it's gone through that process, you may well end up with cancer. And so this is one of those things, not everybody that's taking Zantac gets cancer, thank goodness, but an awful lot of people that took Zantac did get cancer. Call me.
We have a question from Joe who says, what exactly does that mean for me? Because I've taken Zantac for a lot of years, but I haven't been diagnosed with cancer. What should I do at this point?
Well, nothing, and just thank the good Lord that you haven't had cancer. But if you should, and I hope that you don't, but if you should, pick up the phone and call me. It's 270-442-1422. But the people that haven't had cancer, just don't worry about it. It's those that have had cancer that need to be concerned about it.
Is there a specific type of cancer that this would have caused?
Dave, there's lots of different cancers. Prostate cancer, bladder cancer, lung cancer, stomach cancer, esophageal cancer, I mean, colon cancer. You can pretty well name it. If you took Zantac for a year and you took it at least 2 times a week, 300 milligrams, then you got cancer, then there is a very good chance that you've got a case, and the recovery would be significant on that. And so while you're sitting around watching TV while we're all ensconced at home, if you're watching this show right here and you've had cancer and you've taken Zantac, pick up the phone and call us, because we want to help you.
We have a question from Quincy who says, what's it going to cost me to get in on this, I guess, class action lawsuit against the makers of Zantac? What does it cost to file a claim?
Quincy, it doesn't cost a dime. At our law firm, we cover every bit of it, and if we lose the case, which we don't lose very many, but if we do, it won't cost you a dime then. The only way that it'll ever cost you anything is when we win the case and we take a percentage of the fee out of how much we recover for you. That's it. So it's not going to cost you anything to call us or to do any of that. And if we win it, that's the only way it's going to cost you anything.
Got time for one last quick question. What if I took a generic form of the ranitidine? Do I still have a case?
If all you took was the generic form without ever having taken Zantac, there are a few states, including Illinois, that would allow that. Kentucky does not.
So there you have it. And if you have more questions about this, you're welcome to call the Bryant Law Firm and email Mark. I guess you've got an email people can email to?
Yeah, it's really easy. It's mark@bryant.law, not .com. mark@bryant.law.
Something very easy to remember. So our thanks to Mark Bryant of the Bryant Law Firm. Our guest
I'd like to shake your hand, Dave, but I just can't do it.
I understand, and likewise. Our thanks to Mark Bryant for joining us today on this edition of Local 6 Legal Line.